Hey guys, this is Jeff with Concrete the Right Way. Today we're going to talk about why concrete guys have the most tools on their trucks. One of the reasons that concrete guys have the most tools on their trucks is you kind of have to have a little bit of everything. You never, ever know what you're going to encounter. So we always got to be prepared. We're usually in the middle of nowhere. We don't have access to a lot of stuff, so we keep everything on our trucks. On my truck, I always have set up, my driver's side's always my pour side. Pour side as in everything it takes to pour concrete. So that's always on my driver's side. On the passenger side is setup side. 90% of everything setting up is on that side. There's a little variations here and there just because stuff doesn't fit. Let's start with the pour side. Let's see what we got in here. My back box got a lot of cleaning brushes, my bowl floats, big bowl floats, little bowl floats, Fresnos, big Fresnos, small Fresnos, all our brooms. We got concrete weights, we got fiber floats, magnesium floats, and then we got everything. My front box is usually all my personal stuff, my trowels, floats, screwdrivers, you name it. Bottom boxes, we got our joiners, which these joiners I make personally and we sell them. All my tools I keep very clean. I do not like dirty tools. I grew up with dirty tools and hate that. So I make a point of having sanding pads, all that. Most of the guys hate it, but they do like using clean tools. Our edgers, 14 inches. This is a deep joiner. We call deep joiners or lay down. And we have our backup. Some people call them cell joiners. Same style, just not as deep. In this box, I keep my mud boots, earplugs. So on this truck, I have a Kohler generator. It's pretty badass. It's also a stick welder and an air compressor, all built into one. Got extension cords, air compressor, hose, all that. We use air compressors quite a bit for drilling, blowing out the holes, epoxy and stuff like that. Back here, we got a cooler for waters, all built in. And then I built in a small toolbox. Here we have 1/4-inch sockets, 3/8 all the way up to half for everything breaking, fixing, stuff goes loose, any of that. Back here, we have all our rods, 7 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot, 12, 14, 16. Clean, I put ears on them. I make ears. I don't like the wood ears or the duct tape or guys that think they can rod without ears. It's just better to make it idiot proof. Some guys make mistakes, guys get lazy, and if we have ears on the rods, it does a lot better. 6 foot rod, 5 foot, 4 foot, all our dowels. Dowels are for when we're going into existing concrete. We'll drill into it halfway, half the depth, put these in. Sometimes we epoxy them, sometimes we don't, and that keeps concrete at the same level because it likes to move around. Here we got our shovels, we got cleaning brush, handles, we got Burke bars, big and small, digging bars, picks, hickey bars, pry bars, everything. We don't always just pour concrete, we gotta get concrete ready. Even if we don't do the dirt, sometimes the dirt guys are off and we gotta dig it a little deeper or throw base in. So we gotta kind of have a little bit of everything. I always have wheelbarrows on the job on my truck, always. Sometimes if a truck breaks down, if it can't move, or you think you can pull into some place and you can't, and you need wheelbarrows. So you always gotta have wheelbarrows. Back to the spare tire, I always got one on because we go out of town a lot, we do a lot of driving. Lately I've been doing about 1,100 miles a week. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, so we gotta have everything on here. If we're missing a tool on the job, we're kind of screwed. We have to get it done no matter what, so we carry everything. Got stake bins on the truck, made all these because the trucks don't come with them. We got our 2 foot, 3 foot, and 30-inch stakes. Built all this truck. We got lights for when we do early pours, harnesses for putting picking up stuff, putting machines on, trowel machines. Got our handles, levels, smart levels, 6-foot levels, all that stuff built in here. I always keep these boxes locked. There's a lot of money in here. Yeah, you can break into them, but we got to at least stop them somehow. Really important just to keep everything locked and to make sure your locks are working. Sometimes they fail a lot and you got to fix the locks. Here's the setup side. In here, I like to have lots of clamps. One, I use these clamps. They work good for welding, even though they'll melt a little bit, but they work great. We use them for pipe bollards, clamping anything together. They work great. I got tons of them. Can always use more. I got a Milwaukee rapid charger setup on the truck that I can plug into the generator, or when I get home, I can run, I have an extension cord and I plug in and it can charge while I'm at home. I don't have to take my batteries in the garage, which isn't that big of a deal, but when you leave and you forget them, it is a big deal. All kinds of Milwaukee. We got vibrators, roto hammers, drills, impacts, sawzalls, grinders, you name it, we got it. Tie wire, bits for all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's packed. I used to be a DeWalt guy. I like DeWalt. I used Milwaukee skill saw of a buddy of mine, and I really liked it. So I kind of went with Milwaukee on this next truck that I got, and I've been really happy with them. They've done really good for me. Down here we got screws, temp cons, just all kinds of stuff for doing multiple different types of jobs other than just nails and duplexes. Back here we got all our marking paint, caulking, WD-40, starting fluid, extra chalk, caulking guns, tons of epoxy for rebar in the walls. I'm always looking for more room, always need more room. So I got my nails up here, 8 duplexes, 16s and sinkers. In here I keep specialty stuff that I don't want guys grabbing real easy. That's why it's in a taller toolbox. But drill bits, metal drill bits, coated wire, stuff that we don't use every day. It's kind of hidden from the guys because they'll go through it. Okay, here we got diesel cans, white cure cans, regular cure, water can, or con film, whatever you want to call it, retardant. Keep a hose on the job. Sometimes we're washing stuff, sometimes we're grading, we got a wet down base, anything. So we always have a hose on the truck. I put the big tie downs on here. Just makes it a lot easier than the little ones. Sometimes we're a little overloaded, but I always know I can be tied down and those are gonna hold. In the back, I keep patch buckets. I got 3 different kinds of patch, just for any problems, any issues. We got patching. We got calcium chloride that we use for accelerator and concrete. A lot of people don't use it, but it works really good. We carry Visqueen. Northern Nevada, it rains, snows out of nowhere, and it can catch you. So we always keep a couple rolls of Visqueen. 20-foot stuff. We got small stuff, medium stuff. We have a chop saw for cutting concrete, cutting rebar, anything that we need to cut, we got a chop saw. Cures and gas cans and diesel cans. Keep propane on here with a weed burner we use in the wintertime if concrete ain't setting up or if we're having problems, or we got frozen ground, we use a weed burner to thaw the ground out. First aid kit. Keep all my straps in here and more nails, screws, miscellaneous stuff that we don't use that much, but sometimes you need them. I put steps on the truck just to make it easier to climb up because we're always climbing on the truck trying to get stuff. Got them on both sides. We got caps in here just for the smaller jobs. If we got bigger jobs, we usually have a trailer with barrels of caps. I work at Valley Concrete, been there almost 29 years. Great company, original owners. This is about my 4th or 5th truck that I've had. This truck's a 2023, it does really good, a GMC. This is my pack out lunchbox and my pack out cooler that I take out of town so that I can have lunches for the whole week. They work good because they just clip on the truck. I don't have to tie them down. Truck does good. We pretty much live in it. Got tons of extra jackets behind the seats, extra pants, hard hats. Sometimes you get wet and you still got to be there for a few more hours and you need more sweaters. So I got 3, 4, 5 sweaters in the back, just tons of stuff. Especially sometimes other guys don't have stuff. You got to loan out some sweaters. So try to always be prepared. Got lights that I put on the truck, 2 on each side. You can turn them on from the cab. They work great backing up to trailers in the morning when it's dark. You can kick them on. It makes it a lot easier. Even though you got a backup camera on the newer trucks, it's still hard to see sometimes. It makes it a lot easier. You can kick it on. You can see in the boxes in the morning when you're getting ready for a pour, getting ready for setup. It really helps having lights. My channel is Concrete the Right Way. I work for Valley Concrete. We're gonna have a bunch more videos on how to do concrete, just what we do doing concrete, what it's about, all the stuff that concrete guys can do, the stuff I can build, the stuff that concrete guys can build. They build a lot of stuff themselves. This is Jeff with Concrete the Right Way. Please like and subscribe. And remember, I'm not the best, but there's nobody better.